Hi, welcome to Charts Chatter with Chatur Charts, the 8th July 2022 edition. So the bulls have come rampaging back, and last Friday, Reliance led the fall briefly and took Nifty to 15,511. But the last 1 week, the bulls have rampaged their wave and picking up auto, banking, financials, heavy engineering stocks, and IT to some extent helped recoup Nifty, and they have brought it well past the 16,200 mark. So the question on everyone's minds is that everyone was talking about a correction or a possible correction. So is that undone now, and has the market reversed? So, and the ferocity with which the indices ramped up bullishly has taken a lot of market players, traders, and investors by surprise. And now the big question is that is it heading higher to 16,500 and 17,000 and whatnot? So again, so it's time to take stock with the charts and briefly find out as to what are the charts saying. All right, we left off at this triple combo wave correction, and in my opinion, this correction is still not complete. So unless Nifty scales down to 14,900 levels thereabouts, this correction is still pending. So whether this correction is going to occur now, later, we don't know, but we'll at least find out what the charts are saying. So this is one of the most complex corrections because as part of the ABC wave that you see, once at the larger wave B and on the down between the third and the fourth wave, it had an ABCD complex correction, a zigzag here, and it spent nearly more than 60 days for this correction to occur, and thereafter plunged to the low of 15,183. So after which everyone thought that the last wave 5 is going to be straight correction down, and it will perhaps pierce the 14,600 levels. But that was not to be. So as part of the last wave also, there is a set of complex corrections that is happening. And this is the wave 5, which we thought will terminate around 16,000 levels, but that was not to be the case. So here again, we have complex corrections that are happening. And as part of the 5-wave structure, even in the 5th wave, there's a lot of complexity with zigzags and correction, wave 3 corrections, etc. So which led us to believe that perhaps it is an ending diagonal kind of a correction that is occurring. Well, out of these 6 rules that need to be complied for an ending diagonal, 5 are being complied. So the 6th one is still not getting complied. And until that happens, one cannot call it a ending diagonal. At the same time, it also gives me a belief that it is perhaps an ABCD triangle that is getting formed towards the end now. And Nifty might briefly breach the 16,300 levels and then perhaps correct is one thought that is coming to my mind. So until this pattern gets completed, which I guess will get completed in the week of 11th of July 2022, we will get a very, very clear picture emerging as to whether Nifty is heading higher on a bullish track or it's going to correct. So Nifty is really, really at a very, very vantage point. And looking at some of these stocks, the banking stocks, auto stocks, and the ferocity with which buying is happening there, it looks as though Nifty wants to head higher. But whether it really happens and whether this is the point where Nifty has moved very fast and too quickly, I think will get proven in the week to come. So the coming week of 11th July 2022 is going to be very crucial. And even if Nifty breaches the 16,300 mark, which is also subject to a very, very long-term resistance of October 2021, it will not be very, very sure as to whether Nifty is heading higher. So all eyes are waiting with bated breath to see as to what happens to Nifty. Bank Nifty is also more or less on the similar lines. So let's quickly check out on what Bank Nifty is doing. So here is the Bank Nifty chart. And Bank Nifty also on its part is at a resistance, and it is also making similar patterns. And wave 5, in my opinion, has got terminated at around the 34,900 mark. But still, Bank Nifty has raised about 300 points higher. It is also meeting up with the same kind of resistance, similar to Nifty, a very, very long-term resistance. And again, some sort of a triangle is attempting to be making in the end of wave 5. And if it breaches that, then Bank Nifty also will head higher. But we have reasons to believe that perhaps this could be the testing point, and probability is quite high that after testing another 200, 300 points on the higher side, there could be a correction that could happen. So we will have to wait and watch and wait till how the market unfolds itself, and then maybe take some conclusive steps on how the markets are going to behave. So until then, we'll wait and watch out for the event to unfold next week. Yeah, bye-bye. Have a nice evening.